Francesco Hayez, master of Italian Romanticism. Francesco Hayez, 10 February 1791 to 21 December 1882, stands as a towering figure in the landscape of 19th-century Italian art. As the leading exponent of Romanticism in Milan, Hayez infused his canvases with drama, emotion, and patriotic fervor. His works, ranging from grand historical scenes to political allegories and deeply expressive portraits, embodied the ideals of Romanticism while also speaking to the nationalistic spirit of the Risorgimento, the movement for Italian unification. Born in Venice to a relatively modest family, Hayez was taken in by a wealthy great-uncle who recognized his artistic talent early on. He began his studies at the Accademia di Belle Arti di Venezia and soon won a scholarship to study in Rome. In the Eternal City, he was immersed in classical antiquity and the Renaissance masters, influences that would remain visible in his later works. Yet unlike the neoclassicists who emphasized idealized form and stoic calm, Hayez sought to awaken the viewer's emotions through intense subject matter and expressive characters. Hayez's move to Milan in the 1820s marked a turning point in his career. The Lombard capital, culturally vibrant and politically restless, was fertile ground for his romantic ideals. He quickly became associated with leading intellectuals and patriots of the Risorgimento, including the writer Alessandro Manzoni. In this context, Hayez began to fuse artistic innovation with political engagement. One of his most iconic works, The Kiss, 1859, captures this synthesis perfectly. On its surface, it depicts a tender romantic moment between a young couple, yet beneath the surface, it serves as an allegory for Italian unification and alliance. The painting's timing, completed shortly after the Second Italian War of Independence, adds to its symbolic power. The embrace becomes not only personal, but national, embodying hope and the emotional stakes of a people longing for freedom. Hayez had a particular talent for turning historical events into emotionally charged narratives. Paintings such as the Sicilian Vespers and Pietro Rossi's Last Stand use episodes from Italy's medieval and Renaissance past to comment on contemporary struggles. These works are filled with dynamic composition, dramatic lighting, and characters caught in moments of intense decision or despair. His political allegories often cloaked subversive ideas and classical or biblical themes to evade censorship. For example, The Refugees from Parga reflects on exile and national suffering, touching on the broader human cost of war and colonization. These works resonated deeply with Italians experiencing the upheavals of the 19th century. Portraits of psychological depth. In addition to his large historical compositions, Hayez was an exceptional portraitist. His ability to capture not just the likeness, but the inner world of his subjects made his portraits some of the finest of his era. Whether painting aristocrats, intellectuals, or anonymous sitters, he brought out their emotional complexity, using subtle gestures and rich detail to communicate character and mood. His self-portrait in a group of friends and numerous portraits of noblewomen reveal a sensitivity and elegance that contrast sharply with the intensity of his historical scenes, showcasing the full range of his artistic expression. Francesco Hayez taught at the Brera Academy in Milan, where he influenced generations of Italian artists. His legacy is deeply tied to the cultural and political fabric of Italy's 19th-century transformation. As a romantic, he sought beauty and emotion. As a patriot, he gave visual voice to a nation's aspirations. Today, Hayez's works continue to captivate with their combination of historical resonance and human feeling. He not only helped define Italian Romanticism, but also played a part in shaping the visual identity of a new Italy.